Let's dip down to another over-under. The Vikings, they're in the Bay Area to face the Niners. Total of 48.5 in that one, Pearce. Again, two clubs that each posted at least 30 points last week. Will we see 49 total this time around?
I'm going to take the under, and I can't wait to see Jeff squirm by trying to take the over with Kirk Cousins. This is a Kirk Cousins pumpkin week. Yeah, he looked good last week, but we've seen this before where Kirk Cousins goes from great to a nobody. And a lot of it was just the matchup. Green Bay will give you those underneath routes. They're just trying to prevent big plays from happening, and unfortunately, they didn't do it. Yes, Justin Jefferson was awesome last week, but that's because he had the most yards after catch for the season for him. So, they just played poorly in Indianapolis, and San Francisco, I don't think is going to give them that. San Francisco's not going to give anything on the run. I think if you're buying the over here, then you're buying Kirk Cousins at his highest stock. You're buying Justin Jefferson at his highest stock. I think this is the time to sell for those guys. Dalvin Cook's going to struggle to run against this team. You look at San Francisco; they're not giving up very many passing yards anyway. You got to go back to Aaron Rodgers in week 2 or 3 when they gave up 261 passing yards. Yeah, they gave up a bunch to Goff in garbage time in week 1. But I believe in this pass defense, and I just don't think that the Minnesota Vikings are going to be able to replicate what they did last week.
Steve, can we stick up for Cousins a little bit? He's been playing mistake-free football for 5 weeks.
Yeah, you got the wrong guy there, pal, if you want to stick up for Kirk Cousins. I mean, like what Pearce just mentioned, I mean, defensively, the 49ers have held opposing quarterbacks to 250 yards or less since week 3. Since week 3, we're talking about here. Both these teams 5-5 on hitting the over, so they're not really doing anything extremely well in that sense here. I'd be more inclined to take the under in this one. Quite frankly, I'm not a big fan of this 49ers offense at all either. Jimmy Garoppolo's had a couple of great weeks. I wouldn't say Jimmy Garoppolo and great quarterback are something you usually use in the same sentence. Selling high on both of these teams, I'll take the under.